Hey guys, it's Rebecca Restat. So I'm doing a live now before the video goes up, if I can get my hair down, as kind of like a precursor to it because of the kind of content that it is. It is not something that I've posted about in a while. I have posted about health issues on my channel before, but this goes into some more detail. It talks about specific conditions, things like that. So for those of you who are not interested in that kind of female health conditions, this video is not going to be for you. The one that will go up, I've got it, it took hours to upload, but it'll go up at 5. It is an hour and 4 minutes long. I do discuss all kinds of various conditions that I've had over the years and my surgery that I had in 2016. See, this still happens when I brush my hair when it's dry. It was still wet when I woke up this morning. I did use the Love, Beauty, and Planet in my hair last night. I finished the little packets. It was barely enough to get another shampoo out of. This is usually what my hair looks like when I brush it. So I figured I would come on here and do a live, just a simple eye look. I don't know. I have this Covergirl palette that I want to try and use, and I do have to go shopping later. Dad wants me to get a chicken for the Giving of Thanks Day, so I know I have to go do that. So whatever eye look I put on, and I'll probably do like concealer and blush and contour and that kind of stuff like later, but my skin is so dry right now. I just put 3 moisturizers on it. I use the It Cosmetics moisturizer, and then I use the Rose All Day from Physicians Formula, and I also use the Farsali Unicorn Essence because my face is so dry that last night when I got out of the shower, it was actually sore and felt like I had like serious windburn on my face. So I doubled up on moisturizer last night. I didn't even use a toner on my face just because of how dry it was. That's one thing I need to do is like the updated video on, it's been a week. Actually, it's been a little over a week since I started using the 2 different cleansers to see. And it's funny. The side that I've been using the Mario Badescu on, if you look, I've got breakouts all over the side of my face. But the Peter Thomas Roth side doesn't have any breakouts at all. Now, granted, my nose is like half and half, so I have like a breakout here. I have a whole crop of them here. The ones on my cheek, I've got like one right here on my chin. I've got one down here on my jawline. So I can see a big difference in how my skin reacts to those 2 different cleansers. So I do need to go through and do an updated video on that. Ow. I am tender-headed, so every time I find a snarl, it hurts. And with my texture hair, you really kind of shouldn't brush it because it gets big. Like it just did. It's like all foofy. And unlike I usually do, I usually like let people know that I'm going live like half an hour before, and I was gonna go live at like 1:30, but my get up and go got up and left. I've been dealing with issues with that girl from Depop. I finally left her negative feedback because it still says the payment is declined on PayPal. Left her negative feedback after, and I've messaged this girl multiple times with no reply. So I have given her plenty of chances. The benefit of the doubt wore out this morning, and she hasn't replied. And it's funny, minutes after leaving a negative review for her for the fact that she didn't pay for the product, she went and left me nasty feedback as well. So I posted that stuff on Instagram. I have contacted Depop to let them know what's going on. And my eyes are like super itchy today. Probably not a good idea to wear eye makeup, but we're gonna try and make it work. Now I do have a friend on Instagram who makes beautiful soaps. She wants me to do like a purple and green look, and I am wearing like this peach color. So I don't know if I'm going to use any of the shades out of here. I did get out the Urban Luxe 99 color BH Cosmetics palette. I have it. I don't like it. It's like putting straight up talcum powder on your eyelids. The colors are not that great. The payoff isn't great. I'm breaking it. It's probably be the best thing for it. So, anyways, I have this one and I have the other one that is 120, but these are so freaking tiny. I mean, just look at it in comparison to my finger. Those are so tiny. They're actually smaller than a dime. So I was thinking about doing a look with these. I don't know. They really are crap shadows. And I didn't wash my brushes yesterday. I just used my JCat color switch to get the powder shadow off. So let me see if I can zoom you guys in. I'm just kind of gonna do a random look and then just chit chat. And if you're watching, because I know somebody is watching, say hi. So I'm not just like talking to myself. I mean, I talk to myself a lot, don't get me wrong. I am one of those people that if you hear an argument going on and it's all one-sided, that would be me talking to myself. Me, myself, and I. If you can't argue with yourself, then, you know, just think of it as practice. When you argue with yourself, you're just practicing for when there's like somebody else around. And I'm really good at arguing with myself. My dad actually is hilarious. We were cooking something. We were making enchiladas. It's the first time I'd ever made enchiladas. First time I had ever eaten enchiladas. And we were in the kitchen cooking, and I was like, could you stir that? I need some of that in this tortilla. And he was like, talking about, he was like telling himself, your kid's nuts. And he's like, no, I'm not. Or, no, she's not. And he would be like, yes, she is. No, she's not. I was dying. I was cracking up so bad. When I was a kid, my dad used to like make cooking fun by like chopping vegetables. And he would like chop. And then when you get up to like, say the top of the celery where you actually, you know, cut the little leaf things off, he would be like, no, don't cut off my head. No, I need that. So we got a kick out of it when we were kids. And I'm sure, you know, some people would be like, oh, that's stupid or that's immature or whatever. But you know what? When you're a kid and your dad does something hilarious in the kitchen, you just kind of have to laugh. And my dad's a Capricorn. His birthday's in January. He's such a cut up. He's so funny. Now, sometimes he can be crude with his funny jokes, but he's also a biker, and he was in the Navy, so I give him a little leeway on that because he kind of has an excuse. I think all the peach shades in this palette are all about the same. You have like this peach shade here, this one here that I just used, and then you've got like this one down here, which isn't much darker than that. So I'm like, what to do? There are rose shades in. Maybe I should get the other one out. Let me get the other crap palette out. If you buy anything from BH Cosmetics, don't buy the big multi-pan palettes like I did. I don't care that they're $14 to $25 or whatever. I think this one here was like $20. The other one was like $17 or $18. These are the size of a dime. The shadows in here are powdery. Now granted, the trays do completely come out. This is the only tray in here that has like any orange shades on it. I'm just looking. I think, oh hell, I'll just, okay, this is the shade I used first. This is the shade I just picked up out of here. Oh, that is a definite color difference. I could barely get my finger in the other one. One almost looks more pink. Let me inspect this. One's more iridescent and like pink, whereas the other one is a little bit more. Oh, I just stuck my fingernail in one. Yuck. I got stuff under my nail. It is one of those days, people. That's the one I just stuck my fingernail in. Because that's a shimmer, I'm almost wondering if the one below it right here is going to be better. I'm trying to do this. I am so not like a normal YouTuber. That's definitely darker, but again, it's a shimmer. Yeah, screw it, I'll just do it. Let's go for it. And there is like, boop. And I don't even want to tap this brush off because Lord knows what will happen when I do. I'll probably end up with powder everywhere. I'll be shimmery from head to toe. I just washed my hair last night and I won't wash it for 2 days, so that'll be great having glittery peach eyeshadow in my hair. It doesn't look much darker. And the only other shades darker than that are like these rose colors, and trying to stick with the aesthetic that the shirt is. I like pastel shades. They look nice on me, especially with me having green skin. Jeffree Star might be the alien, but I definitely have the coloring for it. Keep seeing pop-ups on my phone. Stop messaging me. I'm busy. No, I don't care. Well, I guess I could have just put it back in the palette and used the mirror like an idiot. I washed my cup out this morning. I wasn't going to use my normal everyday cup, but I washed it out this morning and made it a fresh cup of tea. Like, if the cup fits. I think I'm going to leave it there. And I probably ought to get these off my hand before I swipe it on my shirt. That would be my look. Walk around wearing a peach shirt, but you got these like stripes of sparkly colors on your shirt. Like, huh. Okay, so I want to see. I literally have never touched this palette, so I'm going to touch it. I touched it. Okay, so I'm going to touch this color here and this color here. Oh, that one's kind of hard. And it leaves powder. So I'm going to, very powdery. So those are the two colors. Like, this one's more like a straight purple. This one's more like a rosy color. And with the colors that I've got on, I think this one would work better. I will try it. You know what? I'm gonna be old fashioned. I'm gonna use their little sponge tip applicator. And I'm gonna go into that first shade. Oh good, somebody's driving down the road with thump thump music. always makes me wonder, how can they hear? If I'm inside the center of my house, an acre from the road. How in the world do people hear when they get out of their car? Like, seriously though, are they not like completely deaf? And every time I ask my dad that, he's like, huh? I'm like, shut up. But that always makes me wonder if these people that drive down the roads with their music going thump, 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 thump. I mean, it really makes me wonder about their hearing. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. And it's kind of patchy in the center. Like right here, it's like it doesn't want to like stick. I'm gonna try the finger trick. Oh. I just got that all over my lashes and all over my face. And it just fell all in my hand. Okay, now to blend. Because honestly, you guys didn't think I was just going to leave it like that, just as kind of a stripe. That's a little better. Again, I'm not completely happy with that. But again, it's makeup. I can just wash my face and get it all back off and do fresh makeup before I go to Walmart. So it's not a big deal. I think I carried that side up too high. Now I gotta make the other side match. Well, it's on there. Again, this isn't some like stellar makeup look. I'm sure if I just did like a cut crease and just popped that color in the center, it would be fine, but I'm just really playing. So far, we've only used 3 shadows. Color. I was trying to say shadows and colors at the same time. You get 3 shutters. Yeah. Yeah, Rebecca needs to go back to bed. Rebecca was up till 2 o'clock this morning and was awake at 8. It's another good thing of not having like actual like concealer and stuff on is I can just wipe it off. And again, if I don't like it, I can wipe it all off later. All right, I'm gonna take that shade from this palette, just kind of run it under my lash line. I've learned if I close my eyes just a little bit, I don't stab myself in the eyes easily with my brush bristles. Okay, that is like doing nothing. Like, I really packed the color on this time. Let's see. Well, it's there. It's about all I can say. Maybe that's something that I need to do on Mondays, like Minimalist Monday, where you use like 2 or 3 shades, very few brushes, just something that's like quick and simple. It's not like too extravagant. And then that night I can do like masks and do like a mask it Monday. I think I have eyeshadow in my eyelashes that keeps falling down into my eye. So not cool, buddy. And I'm going to grab that shade again on my little flat definer brush, which is a 221 from Luxie. I love this brush. I got this and 2 others in a brush kit for like 20 bucks off of, I think it was, I think I bought it off of Ipsy. I got all 3 of these brushes off of Ipsy. This one is the 217 pencil brush. This one is a 219 eyeliner, and then this is a 221 flat definer. And then like the next month, I got this little guy from Ipsy, and this was a 245 small shader. And again, I love Luxie brushes. If I could afford the $310 to buy their entire like brush kit, I would. Because the blush brush I use is from Luxie. This is a foundation brush, but I use it for contour. Those are both Luxie brushes. This came from Ipsy. This is a 249. It's a dual-ended brush. And I know a lot of people don't like these because I leave it laying flat. But I really do like that brush. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of their brushes. I so wish I could afford more. They are really nice. And there's like a little hair on here. Holy, get off of that. No wonder why things like my nose itch. I get little pieces of lint on stuff. Oof, powder. So again, to reiterate, today's video that will go up at 5 o'clock, I do have it set to premiere. It is an hour and 4 minutes long, and it is discussing female health conditions, things that I have had in the past, disorders that I've had, things that I've suffered with since childhood. So if you are not interested in that kind of content, then please don't leave me like hateful comments on the video. Just not watch it. I did my very best to like keep it together when I was recording that. And if people want like specifics or like how long a process took or the treatments that I went through, the types of medications that I was on, the types of testing that I had, that kind of stuff, I can go into further detail on that. But if I had done something like that for all of the different things that I encompassed in this one video, it would have been like a Shane Dawson series, 7 parts long and an hour long each time. And I figured I would do a short and sweet version of it and try and keep it to just the facts. I tried to keep my emotions out of it because some of the things that I talk about are emotionally charged topics for me, things that I try not to think about on a regular basis because they are difficult. And some of those things I hadn't thought about in 15, 20 years. So it's just one of those things that it's part of life. You go through things. Sometimes it makes you stronger. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you really have to work to get through things, and that's just how it is. I know for me, everything that I've been through, no matter good or bad or otherwise, has shaped me to be who I am today. So would I take those things back? No, I wouldn't. I have learned something from every experience that I've been through. Every heartache, every bit of pain, every surgery, every health condition, every garbage relationship. I have learned at least one thing from all of those things. And would I change any of them? Yeah, I would like. It would be nice to be like the movies where you can like see what things are going to be like in the future, or go back and change one thing and change the whole outcome of whatever the past is. That would be like really cool. But then I get to thinking, okay, if I change that about this part of my life, what would I be like after it? What kind of person would I be? How would I think? Would I still be me? Would I still be the kind of me that I am now if I go back and change one of those things? If I take away one bad thing from my past and put something positive or different in its place, would I still be the same human that I am today? So those are things that I think about. I don't know if anybody else thinks about that kind of stuff, but that's just me. I'm really not liking this eye look, but I'm done farting with it. I really am. This is where my get up and goes got up and left. I'm not gonna mess with this again. I'm sure these are beautiful to use on like other things, and just for S&G, I'm gonna grab that other purple. It's not even the right shade. Does that look as bad as I think it does? Yep. Yep. Yes, it did. But hey, the good thing is it like easily brushes away like nothing. And so my eyes don't look completely naked. I'm going to take this little definer brush. I did get it wet. I'm going to go into this like pretty slate blue color on here. Again, not completely awful, but again, I don't like it. And then I'm going to take my most hated mascara, the Too Faced Better Than X mascara. I'm not even going to say that word on here. This stuff is not, I don't like it. It stinks. It clumps. Thankfully, it's drying out enough that it doesn't fight with me as easily as it used to. I got this as like a tester or a sample size from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty so I could try it. Because so many people were like, oh, you really need to get this mascara. This stuff is like the bomb. So I bought this. I bought the shadow insurance from them. I bought the 3-in-1 primer face setting spray. The spray I do like. The squirter on it is dorked. It is completely dorked. I don't like the spray on it. It shoots out like vertical instead of like a nice mist, so you get like a straight, you spray it on your face and you get like a stream and a stream and a stream and you're like, oh, it's awful. It is moisturizing. The smell is decent. If the sprayer wasn't dorked, I'd probably use it more. If it didn't have the name Too Faced on it, I'd probably like it better. I don't like the Urban Decay one because it makes me feel like I'm spraying hairspray on my face. And I don't get the idea of why the end of this is like so much bigger than the rest of the brush. All it wants to do is like coat the inside of my eye with mascara. Ooh, or my eyeball. Now my bottom lashes are all sticking together. But, I mean, this little sucker was like 15 bucks for this. I've got mascaras that cost $8 that are like 10 times better. And they don't like flake off on your face. Don't drop the Milani palette. That would be bad. Mascara on my face. And I guess to keep things purple, what do I got? I have this like Wet n Wild one. This is really pretty. It's called Acai So Serious. I have some lip balm left on. Wash these off my hands. I mean, it's not a terrible look completely. I'm just not happy with it. And it's kind of like a monochromatic look. Even though these two shades are like peach and then I put purple on my lid. I just feel like some of this isn't as blended as I want it. I don't know. I'm almost tempted to throw another shadow like right in the center of the lid, but this is enough. It's enough. And if I take this look off and do a different eye look, I will post pictures of it on Instagram, but you know, it'll be hours before I go to Walmart. I don't shop during the day at Walmart. It's too crazy. I go after midnight. Best shopping time ever. Then you don't have to worry about creeps waiting for you outside your car trying to like pick you up and take you off somewhere. Because we've actually had problems with like slavery, like what do they call that? Where basically the guy, like there's a guy in the store that like follows you around, and when you go out to your car, there's other guys in the parking lot that are there to abscond with you. And I have one thing to say to women: always be armed. Always be armed. This is super small. You can stick it in your décolletage. You can clip it to your belt. You can clip it on the inside. You can clip it here on, like when I wear dresses, I'll wear it here. And it's super simple, super simple. Perfect for a kidney shot. If somebody comes up and grabs you, you reach around their back and you just go jab. And it's not too long, but it's enough to do some damage. And it's sharp enough at the end that it'll slice through just like butter. So don't ever go shopping without being armed. Even if it's like keys or something, always have something in your hand when you go to your car in the parking lot. And that way you don't have to worry about getting snatched. In my defense, I just talk their ear off and they leave me. That's what Dad always says. He says they'll just, just talk them to death and they'll just leave you wherever they found you. Or they'll bring you back and ask us to pay you or pay them to like take you off their hands. So anyways, this is the look. I didn't care for the CoverGirl shadows. I thought they would be better. I know Tati did a review with these and she liked them. I don't. Maybe it's how I applied it. Maybe if you tried it with a wet brush or your finger, which I did try it with my finger, but again, that shade purple is so much different than this one. It's just not in the same family, but I will see you guys later. Again, the video that goes up today at 5, be warned now. I even put warnings in the description box. So if you watch it and I find nasty comments on it, I will be deleting them. So I will see you guys later. Hopefully you have a great day or night wherever you are.